Welcome back to the BGLG Let's Talk podcast. I am your host, Anthony, and this is your other host,
Tyler.
Today, we are going to do our Let's Talk podcast like we do every week.
Our famous generated podcast.
Yeah, topic generator. One of my favorite. Today's a little different. Did just get done filming a whiskey review on, I don't know if this is going to come out before or after that video, but we did do Matthew McConaughey's Long Branch Wild Turkey Whiskey from Kentucky, Lawrenceburg to be exact. It has 43% alcohol. We're not doing the whiskey review, but I still have some left over because I decided to do some whiskey on rocks. Actually, I poured another.
Yeah, he already finished one.
Yeah, this is my second one. So
I might be doing all the reading this podcast.
Maybe.
I will.
All right, but
all right.
We can go and get into it.
All right. Do you have any pets? What are their names?
I don't have any pets. You know me, I did have a lot of pets. So
You did.
I worked at a pet store for like 3 years, and I would bring home pets all the time. People would bring in pets and try to sell them to the pet store owner, and they'd be like injured or sick or something. I'd be like, no, I sell pets. I don't take in pets and rehabilitate them, whatever. But I would. They'd be like, well, I'm just trying to give them away. So I'd be like, oh, I'll take them. I took a Savannah monitor one time.
You did.
Like this big lizard. Well, wherever. Man, this big. I don't put it way over there. This big lizard, probably about 3 foot long. It was constipated. It was constipated so long that its back legs went paralyzed and its tail was paralyzed. It couldn't move, wouldn't eat, wouldn't do nothing. Took it to the vet. Ended up spending hundreds of dollars on it.
I do remember that.
And then it died like 2 days later.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. And I've taken in a lot of animals, and I've had a lot of animals. But out of all of my animals, I'm going to count fish as pets too. My favorite was a panther grouper I had in a saltwater tank. Mine and my ex-girlfriend at the time, my ex-girlfriend right now's first pet lizard, which was a bearded dragon, a Rankin's bearded dragon to be exact. Her name was Skyrim. And then my dog, her name was Missy. My favorite 3 animals. Don't own them at the moment, or probably ever will. Good chance I might get my dog back because my friend kind of kept a hold of her, and he's offered her back to me quite a few times, and I really want to take her back. So
that's cool.
Possible.
For me, I have one pet. Her name is Bella, and she is a dog. And
my dog was a Saint Bernard. So whenever I last had her, she was a puppy. So whenever I do get her again, she's going to be a human. She's going to be as big as a human.
Okay, yeah, but mine is a cockapoo. Cocker Spaniel and a poodle mix, and she is about 6, almost 7 years old, I think.
Man, that's old.
Yeah, it is.
Mine's only about 1.5 years, 2 years old.
But yeah, that was very short.
Short and sweet. No, that's not sweet, but that's strong. Okay, where is the most beautiful place near where you live?
Oh gosh.
We live in Kentucky. I mean,
yeah, Kentucky, come on.
To us, nothing here is beautiful. To foreigners, people come here for vacation.
They do.
If you live in like California, like on a beach somewhere, people come here or Tennessee for vacation. Let's go to the mountains. I want to see the mountains.
I guess the most beautiful place around.
Probably the natural land bridge. Oh. Pinnacles? That's beautiful though.
I love the Pinnacles. I love
the most beautiful place I've been to around here was the natural land bridge. It's like a big arch of stone. Really pretty.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever
Mammoth Cave is close to here, which is the longest cave on the planet.
Well, I kind of went into like within like a 10-minute drive or something. So Pinnacles is pretty close.
I went like
within like an hour or 2.
4 or 5 hour drive is nothing to me.
Oh yeah.
I've driven way too much in the past year, and so far back and forth all the time. 4 hours is a piece of cake for me. So either Natural Land Bridge or the Mammoth Cave, which I've never been to the Mammoth Cave, but I've seen pictures of it, and I do know it's either the longest or the deepest cave in the world.
Red River Gorge is not bad. I like it there. We went there for Easter pretty much. I loved it. It was so beautiful, and I mean it was the right time. It was.
We also have the Daniel Boone Natural Forest.
We do.
If you don't know who Daniel Boone is, then you probably didn't take history class in for U.S.
This is definitely true. People say Brea, that's a community. Berea College campus is beautiful.
It's got a beautiful history. I think it was one of the first colleges in the U.S. to allow African Americans to go to.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
No, I think it was one of the first colleges in the U.S. that allowed African Americans to attend, which is why they do a bunch of discounts for. Like, I think if you're African American, you get to go for free.
Oh,
It's a very, very hard college to get into. It's not easy.
No,
if you graduate the high school in Berea, you have a free pass to get in. But if you're from out of state or out of the country and you're trying to get into that college,
it's tough.
You have to have very good academics, and it's very expensive. It's not like it's very hard to get into. It's
one of the richest schools in the world.
Yeah, it's super funded.
It is.
Fun fact: they actually had a football program, and one of the kids on the football team got hit so hard he ended up dying. And the family of those kids were actually billionaires. So now they pay the school every single year, like $30 million a year, to not have a football program.
Wow.
Because their son died, so they don't want a football program. So this
Makes
school is
sense.
very funded.
Oh, yeah, very. Okay, let's move on. What do app makers do that really annoy you?
What do app makers do?
Yeah.
Ads.
Oh, absolutely. Did you hear EA, who make Madden, I think they've made a deal to where ads are in their games now. If they do that, I will never buy another EA game.
Madden's out of here.
Yeah.
Need for Speed, out of here. And I love Need for Speed. Oh, man, that's going to suck.
I'm not a big fan of it.
I'm a fan of Need for Speed Shift. I don't like the open world racing games. That's why I don't like Forza.
Oh, I love Forza.
I love Gran Turismo because I love racetrack games that are realistic. I don't like the open world racing.
Well, that's realistic.
That's illegal, though.
Oh, yeah.
The Gran Turismo and stuff's track and it's concept cars.
What do you care about illegal? You kill millions of people on GTA.
To be exact, 213,000 people, not millions of people. At least last time I checked on how many people I killed. 213.
Wow, with your new reset account?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Like,
no, it wasn't 200. It was 21,300. I don't know why I said 213,000. It was 213. Don't know how it was. It was in some order. Don't remember, but I do remember I was in the game and I had a 80 kill to death ratio, and there's this guy who was he was just standing around. He was like dead.
AFK.
Yeah, AFK, and he must have had his controller spinning around or something because he never despawned. And I saw that he was standing there. I went and killed him. Kept killing him. 4 hours later, I was still killing this dude.
My God.
I killed this dude over 600 times, and he's been my arch enemy ever. Like there's no one that's ever going to be more my enemy than him. And I guarantee you, when he went to go check his kill to death ratio, and it was like a 0 or like a negative, he was like, "What happened?" And he's going to go look at who his enemy is. He's going to be like, "Papa Arrow, who the heck is this guy?" And it's like 613 times. What?
Is that how much you killed him?
Yeah, I killed him like 600 times. Yeah. And then I finally just quit. I was just like, I'm tired of this. It's been all day. But my KDR went from like an 80 to like a 1 point something. But this has been years of playing GTA, so it took a while to actually get that KDR up because I had died thousands of times.
Yeah. me and Blaine had ours up in the twos, which we kind of tried hard sometimes, but now
I can't wait until November. GTA for PS5.
You gonna try hard?
I'm gonna try hard.
Are you?
Yeah, it's gonna be my comeback, dude. It's like I left for like 5 months and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna go ham.
You gonna be the comeback kid?
I want to be on like a professional phase team or some crap like that.
Don't think they have professional GTA teams.
No, like for gaming.
Oh, okay.
Specifically. No, I'm joking. I don't want to be on a professional gaming team.
Yeah, you do. You want to be a 2K-er.
Oh, I do. I want to be in the 2K league, not on a professional like clan.
Well, I'm sure they're considered professionals.
Is it your turn or my turn?
You read.
My mind's blank right now.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, because...
Okay. What is the first thing you notice about a guy or a girl?
You can't say this because now this is going to be sexist. Everybody's going to think I'm sexist.
Why?
Well, because a lot of times when I first see a girl... Okay, there's 3 things I always look at. The hair, the jawline, and the boobs.
The boobs? Oh, he's coming.
The hair, the jawline, the boob. First thing I notice is the hair because I like certain colors of hair. I love blondes, browns. I like certain types of black hair, but not all black hair.
I usually go for the brunettes, the black hair and stuff, but
I like dirty blondes.
Honestly, one of the biggest things I look at is teeth.
Oh yes.
Like other than personality, but like teeth is really big for me. Like if you got some effed up teeth, I'm probably turning you away.
The reason why I said boobs isn't I don't like. Okay, this is gonna be very personal. I do not like big boobs. I do not.
Yeah.
If they have like a big rack, I'm probably not gonna talk to them. It's not that it's unattractive. It's just not what I'm interested in.
It's unattractive for me.
It's just not what I'm interested in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that would be unattractive for you.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. The teeth. That's just a big thing for me, man. If you got some honkers, man.
If you're from Europe, don't talk to this guy.
I mean, some of them have good teeth.
No, they do. Simon Cowell. The guy on America's Got Talent.
Oh, I know who Simon Cowell is.
He's got perfect teeth.
He does. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty.
Sorry, guys. I think this is kicking in.
Yeah, it is. It's smacking him in the face, smacking him in the balls too. But
I don't know about that.
Okay, let's go on to the next question.
When was my turn?
Oh, wow.
You just read the last time.
I read the last like 2 times.
We already had this one. When was the last time you went to a movie theater?
Oh, okay, yeah. We already did that.
Do you like reality TV shows? Why or why not? If so, which ones?
Hell no. They're all fake.
I'm not going to say hell no. I'm going to say fuck no.
They're all fake.
They are. Have you ever seen
every one of them?
Jersey Shore?
No, I don't watch them.
I used to watch Ridiculousness when I go to sleep, and after I wake up, when I wake up in the middle of the night, Jersey Shore was always on, and I was too lazy to change the channel, so I was like, lay there and glance at it until I fell asleep.
You wanted to see Snooki.
I just said you didn't know what it was.
No.
I asked if you ever. I asked
if you ever seen it. Yeah. I said I've never watched it.
I thought I asked if you ever.
Doesn't mean I don't know about it because that's all people talked about when I was in middle school.
Yeah, I don't like.
Jersey Shore.
Especially the guy that's got his hair slicked back.
Don't know who that is.
I don't know who he is either. That's why I just knew his hair was like that.
Yeah, I can't think of any that I watched.
I like shows, but not reality shows.
Would Wipeout be reality?
What was that?
I have no idea. It was back there, I think.
Don't say that. It was behind me.
It was.
I don't want to hear a fart behind me.
No, that wasn't a fart.
No, I don't think Wipeout. You talking about Total Wipeout, where they like do those obstacle courses and jump around and
it used to be just called Wipeout when it first came out.
That's a good show. But now it changed to American Ninja Warrior, which is also a really good show.
It didn't change to it. I mean,
it didn't change to it. It's just like the popularity went from Wipeout to American.
Wipeout's kind of like, oh, haha, get a laugh, and Ninja Warrior's like, oh my gosh, these guys are dope.
Yeah, but if you didn't know, I'm a big fan of the Arrow. Stephen O'Mill, the actor that plays Oliver Queen, he was actually on American Ninja Warrior, and he actually did the first course and the second course for charity. Every time he would make it through a certain specific round, he would donate, I think it was like $10,000 to charity. And he made it through the first whole course, and then was like, can I do the second course? And then they was like, well, that's not for the next series or whatever until everybody gets past this, but go ahead. And he went through it and made it to that, and he's like, all right, I'm done.
Deuces, I'm out.
But I like Stephen O'Mill because in the show Arrow, he's obviously the
Arrow,
a marksman, like the best arrow shooter of all time, best fighter of all time, does parkour. He actually knows how to do parkour and actually knows how to shoot an arrow very proficiently. He learned for the show, so that's why he could do American Ninja Warrior so perfectly.
Ooh, so kind of like Keanu Reeves with
he does his own stunts and his own arrow shots.
That's pretty cool. But yeah, going back to the question, nah, I don't watch them.
No,
they're trash.
Forgot we was talking about reality TV shows. Telling you, this stuff has hit me. If you want to try Matthew McConaughey, if you want to try a strong whiskey, not necessarily strong, but good whiskey, Matthew McConaughey's.
Ooh, okay. Is it better to live where there are 4 seasons?
One.
Or where one takes up most of the year?
One.
Like Canada. Yeah.
I want to live in Florida or Cali. Well, okay, I said this in a podcast before. I either want to live in Florida, like a hot, only summer type vibe where there's beaches, or I want to live in Alaska. No in between. I hate it here.
What happened to Cali? You just said Cali.
Well, Cali's kind of like Florida. It's just a lot drier.
Just the opposite side of the U.S.
Yeah, it's just Florida's very swampy and California needs some of the swamp. They're like, can we have some of that water?
Yeah, they're completely opposite. I prefer one season. I would love to move to like Canada or Alaska where there's just,
I like the snowy or the hot. I don't like in between. I don't like where it changes because that's where you get a lot of allergies and sicknesses and from.
It is. But yeah, I would love just to live in the snow, man. Just hunker down and just build fires every time, or every day, night, whatever.
I would like to have a house on the beach and a house in like Alaska or something, like northern Alaska where it's like 12 foot of snow.
You live in like Florida for a year and then go to Alaska.
Oh,
It'd be
man.
so cold.
That'd be awesome though.
Well, you're cold anyway. You come over to the house.
No,
and you're
just
cold.
6 months, not a year. Every 6 months I rotate. That would be the life.
That would be the life.
Because then you don't have to worry about spring and all that rain and then winter and all that weird cold flu season type thing.
Yeah. I hate when seasons change.
I do too.
Especially here in Berea, Kentucky. If you know, it's kind of like Ohio. Our weather is so bipolar. It's ridiculous. It's horrible.
I got a video on my phone. I think it was in May or March or May. I just hit the mic, so if you heard probably me.
They probably did. I saw a big spike right there.
It was either in May or March or May. It was snowing, like downpour snowing.
Yeah.
When I was up in Ohio, and I took a video of it, and there was like freaking flowers and everything, like the yellow flowers, daisies and stuff. They were growing, and I was like, flowers all over the trees. Trees were blooming. It was just pouring snow, and I was like, what the heck is going on?
It's ridiculous, man. It's who knows what global warming you could say.
Yeah, but global warming is like warm temperatures. Why is it snowing in the middle of summer or in the spring?
Well, I mean, global warming still messes with the weather just entirely. Like, and who knows? It could be not sound like conspiracy theorists, but like
the government
messing with the weather.
I do believe that.
Oh, I absolutely do.
I believe that
the HAARP machine.
Nikola Tesla is connected to a lot of things.
Oh, he is.
Time machines, weather change. Like he's connected to a lot of things.
He supposedly created something that could give everybody in the world infinite energy.
Nikola Tesla is basically the sole purpose on why the Mandela effect exists.
What?
The Mandela effect?
No, I know what that is.
Yeah, he supposedly created a time machine, and how you make a Mandela effect, people go back in time and change certain things, and then it changes the past, but some people don't. Some people remember it for something different than what it actually is. It's called Mandela effect.
It's weird.
Can't do that without going back in time. And Nikola Tesla was supposedly create a time machine. I said Nelson Mandela, the president of Africa. But that is a Mandela effect, though, because he was supposed to have died in like
1996 or something.
and then he actually didn't die until about 10 years ago.
Yeah, because everybody had. That was that's what kind of started the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Like it being public attention.
Yeah.
I would say public because the news really doesn't hit on it, but like people on TikTok and YouTube. I'm not saying they're reliable sources, but it's just weird.
Not saying this exists. It's just what we think exists.
Because, I mean, Star Wars, which you don't know, but I do because I watched it all the time when I was a kid. When Darth Vader saw Luke, he said, "Luke, I am your father." And there's no.
Oh yeah, that's what I always remember.
I am your father. Like, how do you never even seen the movie?
You don't have to see the movie to know, Luke, I am your father.
And it's just
what kind of dumb stuff is that? Everybody knows Luke, I am your father.
Yeah.
I've never seen a Star Wars in my life. I tried to actually watch it on Disney Plus. I was like, I want to sit down and watch it. I put it on, watched about 30 seconds of it, and then got on my phone and got on TikTok, looked up, and it was like over. I was like, well, missed that movie.
TikTok will do that to you.
Missed that movie for sure.
We'll have to do a watch through of Star Wars and react to them for your.
We still got to do the Arrow and Game of Thrones.
Well, yeah, but I mean, these are movies. They'll be easier.
Well, I don't know because there's a lot of Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, if you count the spin-offs like the Solo film, yeah, but and Squadron 1, which I haven't seen either of those. I lost all my respect for Star Wars.
I didn't have respect
the originals, I love
no.
episodes 4 to 5 or 6. I love them. but it's why you don't make prequels for something that's older than dirt.
20 years.
Yeah. Just confuse
My
everybody.
boss at the pet store that I worked at is obsessed with Star Wars. He's like,
Is he?
yeah, he like he's I think he's like close to 50. I think he's in his 40s or 50s, and he grew up watching Star Wars.
I was about to say he grew up when it first came out.
So it's like if he grew up and it's still here today, I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Directors are changing over the time. It's gonna end up going downhill.
Oh, it is. And if you look at movie or trilogies that do like prequels, excuse me, I'm burping too.
You didn't even drink that. You just took a half a shot.
I know, but I've drank a lot of pop today.
Oh, well, yeah, you drank the whole bottle in like 30 seconds.
What?
I mean, like when you took a sip, you like.
What? Okay.
Let's get back to the.
He's out right now, guys.
Oh.
But all right, we'll go on because I don't know how we went from
please, 'cause I
seasons
can't
to
see.
Star Wars. Okay.
What's the funniest TV series? Oh, what's the funniest TV series you've ever seen? I want to go so bad. I know your answer is going to be, and it's going to be my answer. I guarantee it. Oh no, it might not be.
It's not. It's not The Ranch.
Okay. Why would you say my answer like that? You just outed my answer.
I did. No, the Ranch is top 5 for sure for me, but The Office is.
That's what I thought you. I mean, I thought you were going to say The Ranch, but then I forgot about The Office. I've never seen The Office.
Oh man, it would not survive today's cancel culture.
The Ranch probably wouldn't either. It's probably why they stopped making it.
Well, yeah. You're probably right there.
I just watched an episode the other day.
I want to.
And Ashton Kutcher was talking. He was like giving so much hate on the liberal people.
Was he?
Yeah.
But it's kind of hard for me to watch with Danny Masterson doing what he's done with the.
Yeah, but he's not in the last season, really.
The last like 3 seasons, but.
Yes, I mean, I really wish it wasn't.
But he was my favorite character. So
I know, Brewster. I really wish it wasn't.
But
true.
As people watching, you've got to separate the actor, or from the person from the actor.
Yeah.
You know, so.
I mean, it's bad what he did, but you can't deny that he was an amazing actor in that show.
Yeah, just like O.J. Simpson.
I don't respect what he did at all.
Oh no, in O.J.
But I love his character.
Like he's been proven innocent, but has he really though? But when like he's been taken out of the Hall of Fame and everything from it, and
Whoa!
that doesn't what?
I just like leaned up and my head got so dizzy.
Your head got so dizzy, or you got so dizzy?
I think I got dizzy.
I'm confusing him, ladies and gentlemen. Confusion has set in.
I came up too fast.
That's what. No. Okay.
Did I say it right?
No. Yeah, you did.
Okay.
I was just gonna say that.
Because I don't know what I'm saying, honestly.
But yeah, The Office was fantastic. How I Met Your Mother. If you've never seen that, I definitely recommend you go watch it because it's like
There's a lot of funny shows.
there is. Family Guy.
Honestly, some of the parts in the Outer Banks new season, JJ's lines are just. It's not meant to be comedy, but his lines are pretty comedy.
Okay, we're not going to go too far into Outer Banks because I don't want it spoiled because I've only watched like 5 episodes.
I forgot. I'm glad you reminded me because my mind's not all there. So
I know. That's why I said it. I did not want it to be spoiled.
Yeah, I finished it like the day it came out in like 12 hours, and he's still on it.
Well,
Which you just started today, though, didn't you?
I've got like a kid, so.
He's got like 4 episodes left, so not that bad.
I think you were saying I got 4 kids. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, you know. That's something I was going to get so much hate about.
Okay. What do you know about the history of some holidays? Whoa.
The
Are you able to do this one?
Halloween. Halloween. We actually did something in world history about Halloween. It's like a devilish holiday.
It is.
It's very devilish. It was based on the devilish acts, which is why.
What I know about Halloween is from Supernatural, the show.
Tell me about it, because honestly, I was in 6th grade when we had to watch this history documentary about Halloween, so refresh my memory.
Well, it might not be the same story.
Well, I want to know, because if it is, then I'll remember it. It's just I can't remember.
Well, I can't remember the name.
I can't remember nothing right now.
Because there was supposedly a demon that come back and walked the earth. I mean, I doubt this was real.
I don't know.
I don't know.
This is hundreds of years ago, though.
Kids used to cover their face and cover their faces to not be seen by him. This was just supernatural. I don't know if it's based on real stuff, which Supernatural has a lot of real aspects to it, like a lot of religion aspects that the Bible states and stuff that they include in the show, and they're pretty accurate with a lot of their stuff. I'm not saying like stuff in Supernatural is real, like werewolves and stuff, but
I wish.
oh, you wish.
Man, you know
what else is in there? Chupacabras.
Forget that. But if I was a werewolf, I wouldn't be scared of chupacabras. I'd tear those things up.
Wait, you wish you were a werewolf?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was watching Twilight when I was in like elementary school, dude, I was Team Jake. Wow. What are the freaking odds?
Okay, so the Netflix like screensaver that goes on just switched to Twilight as soon as he said Twilight.
Yeah. What are the odds? But when I was in elementary school, I was always Team Jacob. I always wanted to be a werewolf. At least the Twilight version of werewolves.
Never watched them. Never liked them.
I mean, I don't like them now, but I've watched them all.
Oh yeah, you do. That's okay. Because my dad loves them. I don't know why. I don't like them. It's just maybe I was just part of the the club that hates them. But I tried watching them now, and it's just the acting from Kristen
He's
Stewart
fake.
is not.
He was fake in high school, weren't you?
It was in middle school. When
you were fake in middle school. You only liked what your friends say you could like.
I think everybody's like that in middle school.
Probably. It's like if your friends don't like it, then you don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, 8th grade and up, I kind of went to myself and was like, okay, I don't care what y'all think. I like this, I like that. So, but early middle school, I mean, I think everybody kind of goes with the crowd.
They try to pick friends.
Yeah.
But you can't pick friends. Friends just, you got to have a connection. Not necessarily like a connection like a relationship, but
romantic,
I mean like,
but
if like, it's so weird that me and him are still friends after everything that's happened between me and him, his sister, because I dated his sister for 3 years. But
there's a lot of drama between you two.
But there's like if you're friends with someone and you guys just don't ever do anything, you don't ever talk, then it's probably gonna be a very boring friendship.
Yeah, it will be.
You don't really choose friends; they just come.
Yeah. Do they now?
Well, that's called friends with benefits if you make them.
But Easter, I mean, going back to the question about history of some holidays, Easter.
Obviously, everybody knows Easter. Jesus came back from the dead.
Yeah, and that one's pretty explanatory. Christmas, Jesus is...
Which actually isn't Jesus' birthday.
It's not. But
it's celebrated as his birthday.
Yeah. What else other holidays do I know? 4th of July, obviously.
1776. 1776.
Independence Day. That one's pretty... if you don't know that one...
Go look at the Statue of Liberty. She has a little tablet in her hand. It says July 4th, 1776.
It does.
The French, was it French that gave it to us?
That's Bella making that noise.
Was it the French that gave us that statue?
Yeah, it was.
And it used to be very beautiful until, the copper kind of corroded.
It did.
Because now it's corroded and green.
What
It used to be copper, like literally copper color. Now it's green.
Easter, Halloween,
Like
Christmas.
a penny. What happens with the penny?
Thanksgiving. I mean,
Yeah. I know a little bit.
okay, I said it.
I know what Family Guy taught me.
The Pilgrims landed on...
I didn't pay attention when I was in elementary school learning that stuff, honestly. I remember we had to stick our hand down, trace it, and then draw a turkey out of our hand. That's all I remember. And everything else I learned from Family Guy and American Dad. When they was going to kill that turkey but decided not to.
What else is there? September. What's in September?
Memorial Day?
Well, I don't think that's really a holiday.
I mean, we get paid leave for work.
Don't know how that come about though. I don't know the history in that. June. Is there one in June?
My birthday. The same day as the first day of summer. That's a holiday to me.
August. I don't think there's an important one in August, is there?
New Year's. Well, let me tell you about a history about that. It's the day the calendar starts over with the new year.
Well, that's not in August.
No, it's in January.
Well, yeah.
Is it in January? Wait. Is it technically in January or December?
I think you could say both. It's January because
People celebrate it before January and after January.
True. There's parties all around. February. I feel like there's one in February. Valentine's Day.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure that Cupid came from some Roman history thing.
Oh,
you know how the Romans loved
they're mythical beings.
and their orgies.
Yes. And their coliseums where they slaughtered people.
They love to kill people and mess with a lot of people.
All right. That was fun. Have you ever saved an animal's life?
No. I mean, I've owned plenty of animals. So, yes, I've saved some animals' lives.
Yeah.
There was this one animal, a bearded dragon. I don't know if she say this, just in case she's watching. She's a nice person. She's actually really pretty. Don't know her name. We ended up buying a bearded dragon off of her, and they had kept it in a barn. And like
mistreated a little bit.
Yeah, and the cage was like all coated in like that barn dust.
Yeah.
The bearded dragon was covered in barn dust.
I remember that.
And like we put the bearded dragon in water in the bathtub. The whole bathtub turned like bright yellow. And it was like very it wasn't very new.
And not
malnutrition.
saying you were doing it on purpose.
No,
because some people don't know.
No,
they get them and then they don't know how. I think
when we picked it up, she and her dad said that they kept it in a barn because the mother didn't want it in the house. So I mean, and that's why they had to get rid of it because they didn't want to just keep it in the barn.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand. But yeah.
I guess I kind of do. Well, I guess I didn't. I mean, I got Bella, so I guess she could have went to somebody bad. But when I was younger, a kid, my dad got a golden lab off the street, but it ended up running away. So I guess I didn't save its life.
I saved and killed a dog's life.
I usually say that too. Well, I was 4.
So it's weird, but on Valentine's Day, on Thanksgiving in 2013, a couple days before Paul Walker died, we was at the dollar store. We saw a car pull up to the side of the road, drop a dog out. They just left it. So me and my stepmom went over to get it, put it in the car. It was my dog then, so I named it whatever. It was a full-grown dog, very nice. Can't remember what it was, but I kept it for a couple days. And on the same day Paul Walker died, I was walking over to my stepbrother's grandmother's house, who lived across the road. As we crossed the road, there was no cars coming, but the dog like lagged or something and didn't come with me. It came behind me. Truck came by, smacked it. I watched my dog fly up in the air like 10 feet. And then it didn't die. And then I had to pick it up out of the ditch and then put it in a wheelbarrow, take it over to my house, and shoot it in the head with the gun.
Oh my gosh.
And then bury it. Yeah. So I saved and killed the dog's life.
You didn't save it very well.
It could have died a couple of days before that because it was on the side of an interstate.
It was. Well,
so I gave it a few days of life, which I actually felt bad because I actually liked that dog. That was the first dog. Well, I have a dog named Ruby, which I got when I was like 4, and she's still alive now. She lives with my dad in Ohio. She's very old. She's very nice, but it was bought for me because my dad got me a dog and my sister a dog, and my sister's dog died in like 2 days from worms. My dog's still alive now, but now my dad claims that dog is his, so not necessarily my dog anymore. So that was technically my first dog that I had and died in front of me.
What do you wish your phone could do?
You've been reading all of them.
I know, you're drunk.
Oh. What my... What?
I don't know. That's a weird one. I have no idea.
Holographs.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Like sit it down.
Freaking Star Wars.
And then just like pop up and watch a video in front of you.
Oh, that's talking about talking to people. Holographic. You went.
Oh, like FaceTime and stuff? Well, he don't have FaceTime because he's a Galaxy person. But I have an iPhone. So, just pop up right in front of you. Just be talking to that person.
If I would have had an iPhone, this thing would have been broken like the day I got it. Yeah, you got a case on yours.
It's a rubber case. What do you mean?
They're pretty dope, though.
And the back of mine is glass. The back and front is glass. And I've dropped this at the factory on concrete.
I'm sure you have.
Yeah. The front and back is glass and it's not shattered
Let's
yet.
go drop it out in the concrete outside. Let's see how long it lasts. Compared to mine.
I don't know.
No, but
yours is plastic, though. That's fake. And they sell it. Look, they're the same price. Mine is glass. Yours is plastic.
I guarantee mine's more durable.
Yours is heavier than mine. Yours might fall and break faster than mine because of the
I
weight.
can promise you it will not.
Feel the weights.
No, I'm saying I promise you it will not break faster. I don't have a 4-year. He's not mine, but
You know the last phone you had?
Mhm.
It's broke. You know the phone you had before that? It's broke. They're all Galaxies.
who broke my last phone? Dad.
Okay, it broke. You're just very reliable with phones.
I am.
You just don't drop them. If you don't drop it, it's not going to break.
No, I drop this about like 3 times a day, and plus Booger drops.
Yeah, but you drop it in here like from the couch. I'm talking about like
No, I've
on
had it.
concrete. Have
No.
you dropped it on concrete?
Yes, Booger. He'll get out of the car and it'll slide right off his lap onto the concrete.
Yeah, but he's 2 foot tall.
He's in a car.
Oh, yeah.
No, not even a car. It's like a SUV.
I guess that is right.
But yeah. What could my phone do? I mean, what can a phone do right now? I mean, let's be honest. Nothing. I mean, any information I can just talk to it.
I can make mine Irish. Mine is Irish right now. Which I had problems with because I made the Siri voice Irish and then the language to my phone Irish but in English. So when I try to talk to Siri, it speaks with an Irish accent because it's speaking Irish but in English, but it still understands Irish terms. And I don't speak Irish terms, so I have trouble talking to Siri. So when I say, hey Siri...
Why don't you just turn it back to English like a smart person would
I
do?
thought about it for days, but I just keep forgetting. Because I'll be like at work or something, have my AirPods in, and someone will text me. The cool thing about iPhone is when you get a text, it texts you and Siri pops up and says, Scott texted you, said, hey, what are you doing? And then you could say, hey Siri, reply to Scott. And then you could tell it what to say, but since it's in an Irish language, I don't know how to speak Irish, so I can't be like, whatever they speak and say, hey Siri. So when I say, hey Siri, I'll be like, everybody at work staring at me. So the first day I found it out, I was like, hey Siri. Hey Siri. Like over and over and over. Everybody was just staring at me like, I was like, my hands are covered in oil. I can't touch my phone.
Okay. Yeah, I honestly have no idea what to answer this with. I wish my phone could fly. There we go. Oh, my belly. Here, let's get one out.
Oh, don't do it to me.
I'm just kidding. Let's go with random. Have your parents influenced what goals you have?
In a bad way.
Yes, they have.
My parents do not agree with what I want to do, so it kind of motivated me to obtain my goals, which then kind of influenced me to do said goal.
Well, I think as a kid, you're always looking to achieve more. Not to be like, oh, I achieved more than you, mom, dad, but to see their position and be like, okay, I want to do better. That way, I can help them out. I can help my future family out.
Yeah.
Kind of goes in that way. That's where my mindset goes. Kind of like Jim Carrey. He says that his dad was always fine with a simple life, even though he was the funniest man he ever knew. And that's saying something coming from Jim Carrey, because you could arguably say he's the Michael Jordan of comedy. Behind like maybe like.
You mean Eddie Murphy? If you talk about stand-up comedy, then it's probably Eddie Murphy.
No, I'm just talking about like
comedy films.
He's got his facial expressions. He does everything, but he saw his dad, and his dad played it safe by taking the small job. Didn't take a chance on going out to Hollywood to make something for himself. He stuck with the small job, the safe job. Still got fired from that job instead of failing at going to Hollywood. So
maybe God was trying to tell him, look, you don't belong here. Go try this. And he kept just going back to the small job.
Yeah, he went with what he knew and what was safe.
Just listen to what the universe and God tells you. It will be very clear. It's just you ignore it because you want to play it safe.
Yeah. And he saw his dad become kind of an alcoholic, become depressed all the time because he got fired from that job. So I guess he never felt safe again. So it was just, I don't know. It's just strive to be great. And I think our parents...
You fail. That's not the end. Everybody fails.
Yeah.
Nobody, unless you're already born with a silver spoon in your mouth, nobody just wakes up and be like, oh, I'm going to be an actor, and then the next day you win an Oscar.
Yeah, no, nobody does that. Even rich people don't.
It takes a lot of failure.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason why they get paid millions of dollars.
You miss every shot you don't take.
Yep.
Michael Jordan said. Or no.
It was Kobe.
No, Kobe didn't say that.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. It may have been Wayne Gretzky. Yeah, it was because it was on The Office, and he wrote it down. He put, "You miss every shot you don't take," and he put Wayne Gretzky, and then he put his name, Michael Scott, as he quoted it.
Probably why he thought Michael Jordan because he said Michael Scott.
Yeah, but you do. You miss every shot you don't take. I mean, and why
you
not?
aren't going to be successful if you aren't trying to be successful.
Exactly. But yeah,
if you fail, your kids are going to at least look up to your strive.
Yeah.
And you're going to teach your kids how to strive for greatness, and then maybe your kids will make it. And then guess what? If your kids make it very successful, I mean, your kids are obviously going to take care of you. I would take care of my family no matter how bad they treat me. They're going to be taken care of. They're my family.
Okay, let's go on to the next one. What's the first thing you do after work or school?
Sleep. I work night shift, so I work 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So I sleep.
I would say probably the same thing. I mean, everybody needs a nap. Well, you need sleep.
Which lately I've been getting like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Which Outer Banks has been out, so I've been getting up pretty early and watching Outer Banks.
Yeah, forcing yourself to get up to watch. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that one was kind of dumb. Are bigger or smaller schools better?
Smaller. I like more on a one-on-one school than I would. You're same with anything, sports, work, school. If you're being taught one-on-one, that teacher's going to invest more time into you instead of investing all the time into 30 people. It's gonna be harder to reach 30 people than it is to reach one person. So I'd rather be in a smaller school.
For me, I'm going to say smaller too, but coming from somebody...
Sports, bigger school.
Oh, yeah. But as for me, I in middle school, I was at a pretty big school. And then
I went to a bigger school most of my life until I moved to.
And then I moved schools and went to a very, very small school. I mean, our senior class was like 60.
Our senior class was less than 100.
Yeah, it was crazy. But
I was like one of the oldest in my class.
When you're in, oh yeah, I think I was like the second or third oldest. But anyway, bigger schools tend to have more cliques, so there's more bullying.
I went to a bigger high school, which is in Eastern Kentucky, for 1 year, my my freshman year. Wow. And there's still people that like I run into, and they'll be like, "I went to school with you at Shelby Valley," and I'll be like, "Really?" Because there were so many people in that school, you couldn't possibly recognize anybody or know everybody. So it's like you'll like be like, "How long have you been here?" "Oh, I've been here my whole life." It's like, what? Okay. Nice to know. Sorry.
Yeah, but bigger schools tend to have more groups, more cliques, and which can lead to more bullying and stuff. Because I've seen a lot of bullying firsthand when I was at a bigger school. Like, not me, but I've seen people bully other people. And when I was at the smaller school, there was not much bullying going on at all.
I didn't see any bullying going on.
I may have witnessed a little bit.
About your sister, there was a lot of bullying with your sister.
Yeah.
With a couple of people and stuff. And definitely a teacher.
Yeah. And I don't know why we never took a lawsuit to that, but whatever. That's way besides the point. Not my story to tell. But yeah, I prefer smaller schools. But I was really focused on sports when I was in high school, so I thought the school I was going to was bigger than it was for sports, but it wasn't.
Smallest school in the country, probably, unless you're going to a private school that only has 10 people.
Yeah, and I honestly made a mistake on the sports wise, but the people I met at my school were fantastic. A lot of teachers there.
To explain how small this school is, I went there. I had moved to this city in like July of 2016. I met a teacher and the softball coach the very next day. That same day I met him, he was like, "Hey, I need to take you to the football field to meet the coach. We're having practice today." Met the football coach. His name's Tate. I'm not going to say his first name. He was like, He's like, oh wow. He's like, can you show me some stuff? And I was like, yeah. He's like, what do you play? I said, well, I mean, I'm much better at receiver or whatever. Blah blah. So I started playing receiver. Well, I didn't just get to play receiver. I started offense, defense, special teams, kick, everything. I mean, it was that small of a school to where there was only like 12 people on a football team. So you had played the entire game.
It wasn't that small when I first went there. Which if I had played my senior year, it was like 20 people on the football team. But my first year, there was 50 people.
You didn't get taken out of the game.
Well, I still didn't, but
I mean, I played receiver, I played safety, I played deep kick return, and I played on kickoff.
Yeah,
and it was not easy, especially by first half. It was amazing. Second half, you were just like done, and that's when teams would be like, all right, bigger teams, especially private schools we played against, they'd be like 40 points on a second half because we were just all drained of energy.
Yeah, it's rough playing both sides. I've played both sides my whole career in football. If you're a coach out there or planning to be a coach, I don't recommend that unless you have to, like if you're a small school. But instead of utilize, what's the opposite of utilize? You de-utilize.
But when you only have 12 people, what do you do?
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, for me, I was still playing both ways, and we had like 50 people. Yeah. I mean, I may have been better than the next person, but you could have saved me for one of the positions.
Especially fourth quarter.
Yeah, fourth quarter.
On tight moments, if you guys are close score, try to prevent them from scoring.
Well, fourth quarter, I always felt more energized, but unless we were getting blown out, then it's just like, when the hell is this quarter going to be over? I remember our center, my freshman year, we were getting blown out. It was like 58-0. No,
dang, who are you playing? Paris or
sophomore year? No, it wasn't even that good of a school.
Badland? Oh, really?
We just sucked. I was playing. I had to move to left guard because our left guard had got injured, and we looked up at the clock and it said 11 minutes in the third quarter. My center looked at me. I'm not gonna say his name. He looked at me and goes, "Are you kidding me? I feel like I've played 13 hours in this game."
Those are some bad nights, though.
Oh, they are.
There's been some nights, dude, we'll get blown out like 50-0, and then like our teammates, we can't risk any teammates because we don't have any. But there was one night, dude, there was these twins. I'm not going to say their name. They were both on the team. Awesome dudes. Like, they're some of my friends. I still talk to one of them today. And, well, they got into a fight with one of the players and then decided to flip the crowd off and do the jerk motion to the crowd of the opposing team.
Oh, gosh.
And then the coach came and dragged him off the center of the field. And then he turned around and tried to punch our coach in the face.
It was your own teammate?
Like, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
It was just... I mean, honestly, it was awesome, but I mean, I still remember that night like it was nothing. And it was I want to say Jackson County. Jackson County was there, and that was the team we was playing. And the reason why he did that is because our center, he just had come back from a collarbone injury, and then they had hit his knee, and he had like hyperextended his knee or something. So then he got taken out, and then they just it was like a fight between our middle linebacker and their nose.
I've never really been in a fight on the field. There was only one time I was ready to throw. Well, actually, there was a couple times I was ready to throw down, but most of the time I had a clear head and I was smart enough not to engage. But there was one time in middle school. After the game, we gotten beat pretty bad, and the dude said, if I wanted to, I would have really kicked your ass anyway, and I was pushing him around the whole game. Like, I was destroying him. And it went off in my head. I just flipped, threw my helmet at him and everything. And I tried to go after him. But if any of my old middle school buddies are watching, we had like 4 or 5 like state troopers as our coaches. So one grabbed me and literally like he put this arm up behind my back and just pushed me to the locker room. That way I wouldn't do anything stupid and get suspended. Ooh, spit come out.
You know the funniest thing that I realized when you're going against wide receivers and cornerbacks. both of them because I've been lined up with them.
Okay, I have no idea what you just said. I think you skipped a sentence.
I said the funniest, like, I've realized something with cornerbacks and receivers because I've been lined up on both of them a lot in my career. So there's a lot of talking between us and a lot of trash talk between us because we're right across from each other.
Yeah.
And we're all out there by ourselves. And the skinniest, tiniest guys will talk the most trash, dude.
They will.
As receiver or cornerback, you'll be lined up on somebody about to run a route. This skinny little 110-pound guy will be sitting over there talking trash, and you'll go up and just like sling him down to the ground, and he'll get back up and be like, oh yeah, you got me that time, but you ain't gonna get me again, and then you just run past. It's like, so you talk so much trash, but you don't do crap, man.
Yeah, there was never, being on a line, there was not much trash talking, at least for me. If there
and you
was,
guys are nose to nose.
Yeah, like
we are like sometimes 5 to 10 yards away from each other, and we're yelling at each other out there.
Well, I mean, we're yelling, but it's because it's like like just like.
Oh, we're like speaking. We're not yelling.
Yeah, but I've never really been in a moment to where trash talking. But there was one time in my freshman year, a dude sucker punched my helmet. I mean, he didn't hit me, but he hit the helmet. Oh, I was so mad. I was about to take my helmet off and go after him, but I held my cool, and I wish I would have started a fight. I've always wanted to be in like a big
after I watched the movie Never Back Down, and that kid at the beginning got into a football fight.
Yeah.
Like, I've been like, man, I wish I would have got into a fight on a football field, and like both teams just went at it.
What happened to that actor who was in Never Back Down? I've never seen him in anything else.
He looks like Tom Cruise in a way.
He does a little bit. That's a good movie.
It was.
I'd like to watch that again. But yeah, I loved it, man. I miss playing football. I really do. But
I miss playing football, but I really dread not playing basketball. I played summer ball once, but I
dread
never
not
played.
Playing baseball. My dad tried and begged.
My dad and stepmom forced me to play baseball. I didn't like baseball. Still don't like baseball, but they forced me to play. So when I got into high school, I kind of drifted to more football and track. And then I tried to play basketball, but obviously, if you listen to a podcast I said before, the coach was like, no, you got a middle school experience level in basketball. I was like, yeah, I just came from middle school. This is like my first year in high school. And then he tried to get me to play soccer. Didn't play soccer. And then, again, my junior year, when I moved here, I had tried out for the basketball team, got into the basketball team. And then I had started playing travel ball, which is like summer ball type thing. And then I started a job at Little Caesars and never played sports again.
Yeah, and you know my story. I just got injured too many times.
If I could go back to high school,
rough.
I would drop football, focus nothing but basketball and soccer and track. Yeah. Basketball, soccer, and track.
I wish I hadn't quit football, but our coach was not good.
See, what I didn't understand when I was in middle school and high school playing football was the risk. I mean, a split second could end your career for almost anything.
Yeah, it could.
Now I realize that as an adult, but I mean, back then it was just fun.
Yeah, it was.
You didn't think about injuries until it happened.
And it's crazy because when I was started, the concussion thing was not a big thing. I mean, if you got a concussion, you were still out for like one game. Instead of like now, it's like in the NFL, it's like you go through concussion protocol every week to see if you're okay. And I don't know if middle schools and stuff do that because I haven't really been in touch with any middle school coaches or anything. But I had a few concussions, man, and I just went back out and played. And before I started football, I had perfect eyesight. And like about 2 years after football, I needed glasses, bro. Like it's rough, and
it's fun though.
It is.
That heat, running in that heat in those pads. It's just like,
I love games where it's pouring.
You know how manly you feel when you're in all those pads in practice, especially right after school. You're like, man, I can't wait to get home after practice. You walk out, you go to the locker room, you get dressed, then you get all your pads on and stuff. As soon as you step out that locker room door, you're like, it's 101 degrees out here, no joke. And you're just like, what did I just get myself into? Then you're out there freaking doing suicides and doing drills and Penn State. Oh, man. In all this heat. You know what Penn State is, right? The drill where you just, like, they have, like, these two, like, pads lined up to each other, and they have, like, two linemen right here at each other. And then
for us, that's just called Oklahoma.
Yeah. And then you just,
Yeah.
You just you're basically a running back and you're trying to get past the middle linebacker.
One I did in Pee Wee League that I never got to do again because I think it was illegal after that was you would lay down and your helmet would be touching the ground.
Oh, yes. And you jump up and
tackle.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one so much, dude. It was so fun. Of course, I would destroy almost everybody.
But with our school,
so big.
At the school we went to, we didn't do stuff like Penn State and Oklahoma because we had 12 people. We couldn't risk having people injured in practice from doing hitting drills. So we tackled tires. Swear to God, our coach would have us run from like 20 yards away at an angle. He would roll a tire. We'd have to tackle that tire a certain way. If he didn't like it, he'd be like, no, you're going to cause an injury. You have to do it the certain way, blah, blah, blah. We can't risk injury. Well, 2 days later, remember I said that guy just got back from a collarbone breaking? He broke his collarbone tackling a tire during practice.
Jeez.
And he was our biggest dude. He was like 250 pounds.
Coach was probably like, okay, we can't... No pads, guys. No pads. Just go out there and we're just going to walk through plays like pregame.
And we needed people so bad, the school almost cut the football program.
Yeah, they did.
And in order to save it, the basketball team stepped up, the entire basketball team, and joined the football team just so they had numbers so they can have a football team.
Yeah, I definitely did not have that problem when I played, but it became bad afterwards. I mean, like after I'm not saying I quit and then everybody quit, but like I quit and then... Like each year, it got worse and worse.
The last time I remember the school being great was when DeAndre played. Well, not great, but good. They had a quarterback named Tyler, and then this receiver named DeAndre, which pretty good receiver for the school at least. He actually had a scholarship to a couple places. I think he looked at going to Kentucky, but then they wanted him to redshirt at Kentucky, so he didn't go to Kentucky. Then he went to EKU. And I think he just stopped playing football whenever he went to EKU.
Yeah.
You know who he is, right?
Yeah, I know who he is. I worked with him at the school. But it can get bad. I mean, it got rough there for a little bit for you guys. Because I worked at the school for a long time. Well, I wouldn't say a long time, but like 4 years. Yeah, my stomach.
My stomach should be the one saying that after drinking. I'm empty.
But like I was actually offered to coach or help coach middle school.
I tried to coach the track team,
but I turned it.
Then COVID hit.
Then COVID hit. Oh, that sucks.
I swear to God, I had messaged. I reached out to the school because this is not me gloating or anything, but I was a track star, and there's this girl. Who was a track star. Me and her always went to state together. The only two that went to state at that school for track. So we was considered the track stars of the school. We had broke so many records, school records for track. And after I had left the school, I was like, well, I want to coach track there. Not as a full-time job, but I thought it'd just be fun to coach the track team. Well, I had messaged the guy that I said that I blocked earlier.
Oh yeah,
and he was going to set it up. Then COVID hit and school got shut down and everything got shut down. And I was like, all right, well, fine then.
Deuces. Yeah.
And of course, I couldn't do it this spring because school. I don't even know anything about track this season because I don't know much about it.
Okay, we're gonna move on because that was a long topic.
That was a 30-minute topic.
What was your favorite children's book?
How am I supposed to remember?
I guess I was
Goosebumps.
When I was okay, yeah, that was pretty good. I didn't think about that one.
There's so many of them, and
there's a lot of Goosebumps.
There's like 80 some Goosebumps books.
When I was younger in elementary school, I liked the Judy B. Jones books.
Oh yeah,
she died like a couple years ago, didn't she?
I don't know,
like 3 or 4 years ago. I think she died. The girl who wrote those. I liked those quite a bit. I didn't really read, I still don't read. I mean, I've read the first 2 books of Song of Ice and Fire, which is Game of Thrones.
I've read more in this past month than I've read my entire life. Swear. I've already got through 3 books this month.
Dang.
American Sniper, this one called SEAL Team 6, and Green Light.
Well, I would say you need to start reading some Ice and Fire.
I thought about it. I think I should watch the...
It'll spoil a lot of stuff for you.
I think I should read those before I watch the show, though, right?
I don't know. No, because the reaction in us doing reactions. But you might want to read them. You should read them before you watch season 8. Season 8. Sean Connery. No, but you should read them before season 8.
So 3 books this month, and I've only read one other book my entire life, and it was called Behind Enemy Lines, and I was in 6th grade.
And I would have already read all the Game of Thrones or A Song of Ice and Fire, but that's season 8. If you all know, you know. I mean, it's not good. They threw plots out the window. It's probably the worst season of television.
We're going to do one more, and then we'll wrap it up. I about fell. I just walked up to check the time on the camera, and I could not find my way back to the seat.
If you could have any animal as a pet, what animal would you choose?
Great white shark.
Great white shark. Oh, okay. That's fast up.
I'm a shark man.
I mean, you say shark now, I want a hammerhead.
I am a shark man. I'm actually going to get... So, I was actually going to get a tattoo today on this arm and on my bottom lower torso. And then on this arm, I was going to get a great white shark tattoo right there. I'm a shark man. I love sharks.
But there's one. I'm not sure if you can get it. I don't think you can, but it's this little octopus.
You can get on the blue ringed octopuses.
Is it?
Yeah, Mike at the pet store had one a couple years ago, and he sold it.
It's like the most poisonous
thing ever.
It's not venomous. It's poisonous. Huh?
Yeah, you could buy them. They're only $70.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, you're gambling your life with $70. Dang.
And they don't get big, so you just have probably a 15-gallon cube tank, and then just keep it in there and make sure it's sealed for good, because you don't want that thing.
Yeah, because
octopuses can come out of the water.
Is it octopi?
I don't know.
Or is it octopuses?
But anyways, they can come out of the water, and they're very smart, so they can escape very easily.
I think they changed that. I think that's like a Mandela effect. Like octopuses and then octopusi.
So you might want to enclose it and then put padlocks on everything so that thing never gets out.
Octopusi.
Just open it when you feed it. You probably have to feed it a dog, honestly.
A dog?
No, you probably just... I mean, I don't know what to feed them. I'm sure it's just fish food, but they're dangerous.
Yeah, they are.
You don't want to stick your hand in there to clean. You got to use a sponge on a stick, because if you stick your hand in there, that thing touches you, you out in 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
6 feet down in 3 days.
I don't think there's a cure for it, is there?
I don't think so. I don't think you can make it to the hospital fast enough.
But yeah, that's our last topic for the day.
That is, I finished my whiskey. 2 glasses of whiskey tonight. Oh, no. 2 glasses. Really good. About to finish my Cheetos. Cheetos. I got a pee too.
Cheese Puffs.
Cheese Puffs, yeah, duh. I got a pee too, so.
But thank you for joining us. All our socials and stuff are down in the description as always.
Absolutely. I mean, we might even put them up here. It's inverted, so sometimes I'm like, there we go.
Especially when you're drunk. It's kind of crazy.
Very crazy.
Kind of crazy.
I'm cuckoo right now. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Cuckoo for Matthew McConaughey's whiskey.
That was good.
It was very smoky.
That was the first time out of all the alcohol reviews we've done that I've actually drank a glass and then was like, you know what? I want some more. It's good. It's not. Holy cow. And it is fine to get tipsy on. Like,
it is. It was a fine drink. But thank you for joining us. We'll see you in the next video.
Peace out. How?